Carl Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist and founder of analytical psychology, didn't explicitly write a guide titled How to Stop Wasting Your Life, but his teachings offer profound insights into living a meaningful, purposeful life. His concepts individuation, the shadow, archetypes, and the collective unconscious provide a framework for self-discovery and personal growth that can help individuals avoid a life of stagnation or unfulfillment. Below, I'll explain how Jung's ideas can be applied to stop wasting your life, breaking it down into actionable principles with detailed explanations. While staying grounded in his philosophy, pursue individuation, become who you truly are. Jung's core idea of individuation is the process of integrating all aspects of your personality, conscious and unconscious, to become your true, authentic self. Wasting your life often stems from living inauthentically, chasing external validation, or conforming to societal expectations instead of following your inner calling. Why it matters: many people waste their lives by adhering to roles or paths, for example, careers, relationships, that don't align with their deepest values or desires. Jung believed that failing to individuate leads to a sense of emptiness, as you're disconnected from your unique purpose. How to apply it: self-reflection. Engage in introspective practices like journaling or meditation to explore your true desires, fears, and values. Ask yourself, what do I want out of life, independent of others' expectations? Discover your purpose. Jung emphasized finding your myth or personal narrative. Reflect on what gives your life meaning, whether it's creativity, helping others, or intellectual pursuits. Take responsibility. Individuation requires courage to break free from conformity. For example, if you're stuck in a job that drains you, start exploring paths that align with your passions, even if it means taking small, gradual steps. Jung's wisdom: the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Wasting your life happens when you ignore this inner journey. Confront your shadow. Stop avoiding your flaws. The shadow is the unconscious part of your psyche containing repressed traits, desires, and instincts you deem unacceptable. Ignoring or suppressing the shadow leads to self-sabotage, projection, or living a life out of alignment with your whole self, which can feel like wasting potential. Why it matters: unacknowledged shadow traits like anger, envy, or shame can manifest as destructive behaviors. For example, procrastination, addiction, or toxic relationships that keep you stuck. Facing the shadow allows you to reclaim energy and live more authentically. How to apply it: identify shadow traits. Notice behaviors or emotions you dislike in yourself or project onto others. For example, if you're overly critical of others' laziness, explore whether you're avoiding your own tendencies to procrastinate. Accept, don't judge. Jung taught that the shadow isn't evil, it's part of you. Practice self-compassion by acknowledging these traits without shame. For instance, if you feel envious, explore its root, for example, unmet desires, rather than denying it. Integrate through action. Channel shadow energies constructively. If you repress creativity due to fear of failure, start a small creative project to express that energy. Jung's wisdom: until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Wasting your life often means letting the shadow control you unconsciously. Listen to your unconscious, dreams and symbols. Jung believed the unconscious communicates through dreams, symbols, and intuitions, offering guidance for personal growth. Ignoring these messages can lead to a life of disconnection, where you miss opportunities to align with your deeper purpose. Why it matters: dreams and symbols reveal what your conscious mind overlooks. For example, recurring dreams of being trapped might signal a need to break free from a stagnant job or relationship. Tuning into these messages helps you avoid wasting time on paths that don't serve you. How to apply it: keep a dream journal. Write down your dreams immediately upon waking. Look for recurring themes or symbols, for example, water for emotions, flying for freedom, and reflect on their meaning in your life. Active imagination. Jung's technique involves dialoguing with unconscious figures, for example, a dream character, through writing or visualization. Ask, what are you trying to tell me? To uncover insights, pay attention to synchronicity. Notice meaningful coincidences, for example, repeatedly encountering a certain idea or person. These may point to areas of your life needing attention. Jung's wisdom: the dream is the small hidden door in the deepest and most intimate sanctum of the soul. Ignoring these signals can keep you stuck in unfulfilling patterns. Break free from the persona. Stop living for others. The persona is the social mask you wear to fit into society. While necessary to some extent, over-identifying with your persona, for example, as a successful professional or perfect parent, can disconnect you from your true self, leading to a wasted life chasing external approval. Why it matters. Living solely through your persona creates a hollow existence, as you prioritize others' expectations over your inner truth. This can manifest as burnout, resentment, or a midlife crisis. How to apply it. Examine your roles. List the roles you play. For example, employee, spouse, friend. Ask, am I doing this for myself or to please others? If the latter, consider how to realign with your values. Set boundaries. Say no to obligations that don't serve your growth. For example, if social pressures push you to maintain a draining relationship, prioritize your well-being. Embrace vulnerability. Share your authentic thoughts or feelings with trusted people, even if it feels risky. This weakens the persona's grip and fosters genuine connections. Jung's wisdom. The persona is a semblance, a two-dimensional reality. Clinging to it prevents you from living a full, meaningful life. Find meaning through archetypes and the collective unconscious. Jung's concept of the collective unconscious suggests that universal patterns, archetypes, like the hero, the wise old man, or the trickster shape human experience. Connecting with these archetypes helps you tap into a deeper sense of purpose, preventing a life wasted on superficial pursuits. Why it matters. Archetypes guide you toward universal human experiences, like transformation, hero's journey, or wisdom, wise old man. Ignoring them can leave you chasing fleeting pleasures or material success without fulfillment. How to apply it. Identify your archetype. Reflect on which archetype resonates with you. For example, if you feel called to create, you might connect with the artist archetype. If you seek growth through challenges, the hero archetype may guide you. Live your myth. Jung encouraged living your personal myth, a narrative that connects your life to universal truths. For instance, if you are overcoming adversity, frame it as a hero's journey to find meaning. Engage with stories, read myths, literature, or watch films that resonate with you. They can awaken archetypal energies and inspire action. For example, the story of Odysseus might motivate you to persevere through challenges. Jung's wisdom. Man is not a machine. He is an animal with a soul. Connecting with archetypes helps you live soulfully, not mechanically. Take action toward wholeness. Jung emphasized that individuation and self-discovery are active processes requiring effort and courage. Wasting your life often results from passivity, waiting for change instead of creating it. Why it matters. Knowledge without action is futile. Jung's work stresses that transformation happens through conscious choices, not just introspection. How to apply it. Set small goals. Break your aspirations into manageable steps. For example, if you want to change careers, start by researching options or taking a course. Face fear. Jung saw fear as a sign you're approaching something meaningful. If you're scared to pursue a passion, that's a clue it matters. Take one step toward it. Cultivate discipline. Build habits that align with your goals, like daily journaling, therapy, or skill building. Consistency turns insight into reality. Jung's wisdom. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. A life well lived requires action, not just intention. Practical steps to stop wasting your life. Jung inspired daily reflection. Spend 10 minutes journaling about your emotions, dreams, or desires. Ask, what's holding me back from my true self? Shadow work. Write a letter to a part of yourself you dislike. For example, your anger. Ask what it needs or why it exists, then respond with compassion. Dream analysis. Record one dream per week and look up symbols in the Jungian dream dictionary or reflect on their personal meaning. Break one habit. Identify a time-wasting habit, for example, excessive social media, and replace it with something meaningful, like reading or creating. Seek guidance. If you're stuck, consider Jungian therapy or reading Jung's works, like Man and His Symbols or Modern Man in Search of a Soul. Why this matters. Jung's philosophy is a call to live deliberately, embracing both light and shadow to create a life of depth and purpose. Wasting your life, in Jungian terms, means staying unconscious, letting external forces or unexamined patterns dictate your path. By pursuing individuation, confronting your shadow, and listening to your unconscious, you can align with your true self and live meaningfully.